couple of days away. In your own words, tell me how you met Joseph.
I met Joe originally through MySpace. I see this profile picture, and then I met up with his cousin Casey and we went and visited him at his house, and it's just been like this ever since.
For everybody in the audience that doesn't know what MySpace is, just think Facebook 10 years ago. So, Joseph, love at first sight. What do you think about this Joseph character?
I liked him at first, and then he swung me a little bit, and then I really loved him.
You really loved him. Tell me how he proposed.
He surprised me with tickets to the band Perry concert, which was my favorite band, and during my favorite love song, he got down on one knee and proposed.
That's very romantic.
Yeah.
And you said yes?
Of course.
Did you cry, or?
Yes.
That's good. And you have the little one?
Yes.
And she is the love of your life, of course?
She's awesome.
Plan on extending the family anytime soon?
We do. We're going to, after the wedding, hopefully extend a little bit.
Sounds good. What would you like to say to your friends and family today?
Thank you all for coming, and thank you for supporting me and Joe through these 8 crazy years that we've had together, and I love you all, and you guys mean more than the world to me.
Now, I have 2 more questions. What song is going to get you on the dance floor? Rolling Stone, Satisfaction?
No,
Or?
no. Definitely Rihanna, We Fell in Love in a Hopeless Place.
Okay, and what are you drinking tonight?
Midori Sours.
Midori Sour.
Yep.
So if you guys are listening, make sure you bring Samantha tons of Midori Sours. I want to congratulate you on your special day. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are with the one and only Joseph Dunn. Go ahead, Joseph. Just shaved, by the way. And he's got his chain hanging out. He's looking fresh to death. Joe, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing fantastic.
The wedding is coming up in 48 hours. Right now, I want you to tell our captive audience at Independence Harbor how you met Samantha.
I met Samantha just about 8 years ago, and I met her through my cousin. I was home by myself. It was a summer day. I wasn't doing much. She called me up and she said, "Oh, I have a friend that I want you to meet. I'm coming over." And I told her no. I told her I didn't want her to come over, and I just wanted to have my day, and she showed up anyways. And when she walked in, I was floored when I saw her. I immediately gave her a hug, and I knew right then and there that it was a good thing that they showed up.
It was a good thing. You hear that, guys in the audience? It was a good thing. So, how soon did you know that this romance was going to lead to marriage?
Almost immediately. I mean, she changed me the first day I met her, and like I said, it was amazing just how we connected. She was one of my best friends after 2 weeks of hanging out with her.
Tell me how you proposed, and how soon did you propose after that initial meeting?
Oh, the proposal. It was like 6 years into our relationship, 5, 6 years, and I had the whole thing planned out. She is obsessed with the band Perry, and they were coming to town, and I wanted to surprise her, and so I was saving money. She knew it, and she had this thing in her mind that maybe I was saving for a ring, maybe not. So it came time, and she didn't know that the band Perry was coming, and she heard it on the radio that they were holding a contest. And so she called me up the day before the contest ends, and I thought I was going to get away with it scot-free. She didn't know that they were coming. It was going to be great. And she calls me up. She's like, "The band Perry's coming. We have to get tickets." And so I was like, "Oh, we can't afford it, this and that." You know, try to play it off. And so she got a little disappointed with it. And so, like 2 days before the concert, she goes, "I'm going to look online one more time real quick for tickets." And I'm like, "All right, go look." And so she looks, and she found tickets. She's like, "Oh, they're really expensive, this and that." So I'm like, "Well, let me look. Let me see if I can try to find something." So she goes, "All right." So she gets up, I look, and I pull up our tickets that I had in my email, and I called her over. I was like, "Oh, come take a look at these." So she sits down and she looks, and I was like, "You know, these are great seats. They're right up front. We're going to be so close to them if we get these tickets." And she goes, "Wow, those are really awesome." I said, "Well, it's a good thing I already bought them." And I wish I had that facial expression on camera. And so I got her all excited about that. We ended up going, and I had the ring in my pocket, and I was super nervous, probably like I'm sitting there super nervous right now. And so beers at the place were like $12 a pop, and I ended up having like 4 of them because I was so nervous. And then her favorite love song came on, Our Life, and I started talking to her in her ear, and she kept ignoring me because it was her favorite song. And I knew that was my chance to do it, and I got down on one knee with the entire crowd there, and it was dead silent because it was a love song. And I got down on a knee, and she just turned, face dropped, stared at me for what felt like 30 seconds, and I had to turn to her and ask her to say yes, and she finally did. And so she started bawling. I stood up and realized that the entire crowd was staring at us. All
Fist bump, yes.
all 2,000 people in our section just staring at us. And my first reaction was to hold it up and yell, "She said yes!" And the entire place erupted. We had cheers, we had people shaking our hands, coming up to us the whole night.
Did somebody buy you another $12 beer?
Actually, they did have
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to your friends and family today?
I would like to say how awesome it is to have you guys here, and how blessed I am to have each and every one of you part of my lives, part of our lives, and I feel like the luckiest person in the world, and I love you guys.
That's very sweet. My last question, it's twofold. I know you like those $12 beers. I think they're a little cheaper here at Independence Harbor. What songs are going to get you on the dance floor, and what are you drinking tonight?
I will be drinking, for everybody out in the crowd, if you want to know, I will be drinking the Cape Codders.
Cape Codders.
Yes, and maybe occasionally a Captain Coke.
There you go.
And the song that'll get me out on the dance floor, there's quite a few of them, but I'm going to have to say Timber. A lot of my friends are probably going to make fun of me for that, but I'm going to say Timber.
Timber. Well, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate Samantha, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of your special day. Let's make it special tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Dunn.